this golden question. Is real estate in Singapore still an appreciating asset? Basically, nowadays, we have many people saying that the prices will keep going up. The prices keep going up. But prices going up is one thing. Will the purchasers who bought it at this high price be able to benefit from the capital appreciation or not? If you buy high and if you don't appreciate, you'll be end up stagnant and you'll be stuck at this value point. Today's sharing, I will talk about 3 signals to look at whether our Singapore real estate is still appreciating or will it be still appreciating in the long run or not. Stay with me, short 15 minutes. I will pull out the 3 signals that you need to look at for a more informed decision. A bit of my background. I'm the co-founder for this PropertyNet.SG website that gives unbiased property blogs, reviews, okay, even all the data, okay, all are unbiased, not in any sense. I'm also a real estate leader running a team. The disclaimer, all data that you collected are all from the public and they are all verified already. As of today, they are all correct. The golden question, okay, is real estate in Singapore still an appreciating asset? Before I dive deep into the numbers, okay, just to share some of the current statistics, all right? This recent news article, July 24th, 2021, HDB resale prices rose 3% in second quarter of 2021. And then we do see that there's this trend that shows the resale prices now are only 2% below the historical peak. In the past, okay, after the cooling measure, it went down all the way, and only the recent period, okay, the HDB prices went up at a very, very fast speed. The golden question here is this: will it continue to grow, become stagnant, or will it drop? Basically, this short spurt up is due to the delay in the BTO construction, all right? And when we look at private properties, it rose 0.8% during the second quarter of 2021, okay? Despite the phase 2 heightened alert measures, the prices still rose. And when we look at the private property prices, this is the price index, okay? If you look at the price index, okay, from 2013, which was the previous peak, actually now we have already crossed the peak already. Now this is a new peak. How far more will it go? The golden question here, where is the market heading? Where is this market? Where is it going to? Let's dive down deep in to look at the 3 signals whereby we need to take note. These 3 signals are, okay, the household income growth. Okay, are our income, are our salary still increasing or not? This is very important. If our salary don't increase and the property prices keep going up, people will be priced out of the market, and if we are being priced out, the tendency of people renting will be higher instead of home ownership. All right, this is a very key point that we need to look at. Okay, our income going up, and next is the economic growth. Our government, our country, GDP growth. Is it still healthy? These 2 things are important. We don't keep on talking about government land sales, land price going up. Okay, we got to look at these 2 key indications before we can actually see whether is it still worthwhile buying a Singapore real estate. All right. And lastly, foreign demand. Without foreign demand, to be frank, all our core central products, the value will not hold as well. These three signals we need to take note. Later I'll go through with you how to look at it. Signal number 1, our household income. All right. Our household income, is there any growth, okay, over the past 10 years? Okay, looking at this trend over here, okay, the median household income and versus the resale price, we do see the income over the past 10 years, the income growth is 45% over the past 10 years. And our HDB resale index only grow about 11%. The income growth is actually 4 times higher than the resale price index here. Looking at it, you can say that actually HDB prices are still quite on the low side. And Singaporeans can easily afford to actually stay in the HDB. The prices are not really that high for HDB. When we look at private, You can see the income growth is still the same, 45%. This one no change, no change. But we look at the property price index for the private one, is only at growth at 13%. Our income is still very high on a rest. Okay, next, when we compare to the median resale price, okay, median, okay, meaning the average price, HDB prices, income growth no change, 45%. If you look at the resale prices growth, it is still on average only 13% growth. And then that said, HDB being a public housing, I mean, we can't afford to let the prices for the private property. You look at it. Hey, private property, basically there's no, we couldn't really control the private property prices. Willing buyer, willing seller. The prices will go on its own, demand and supply. Actually, private property price growth has already gone 51%, okay, beyond the income. Next, we will look at this economy. Okay, look at the GDP. For economic growth is 34%, okay, over the past 10 years. And when we look at the HDB resale price growth pulled from the previous charts, okay, it's only 11%. That said, HDB resale price is still at a good price, not at. And when we compare the private property, they are still the GDP growth compared to the median price. Okay, median. So for HDB side, we are quite assured that our income growth is well accounted for. Okay, we can still afford to. For the private, this one here, you can see that the gap is already widening, but that doesn't mean that we are being priced out. Basically, for private property, it is for those middle income and above to actually purchase. There's this gap here. The rich will get richer and they will push up the property. Last point, okay, this on the foreign demand is very crucial. If there's no foreign demand driving up, we can't depend on locals, okay, local domestic demand to hold the value. All right, this foreign aspect is important. We also need to look into this foreign demand. Yes, we have been in this COVID period for close to 2 years already. Close to 2 years. How close are we having our foreign? How close are we having foreign demand back? When are they coming? Looking at this, in order to get them back, before Singapore actually open out to foreigners, we need to have our population vaccinated. From seeing stats, it is the published stats. This was the latest that we can pull out. But based on newspaper articles, I think we have already gone beyond this. Looking at this, we can safely say that we are really on target. Ranking chart from this data, from our world in data. For Asia, Singapore being a small country, okay, we can of course get ourselves vaccinated at a faster pace. That said, once we open up, foreigners can come in and out freely, then we will have more foreigner purchase. Because on the ground, I always hear, oh, foreigners cannot come in, they won't buy off the virtual tour and things like that. Okay, because it's a big ticket purchase. Unless they are really, really that rich, they can come in, they don't need to come in and then they just buy off the virtual transaction. But that said, how many are of that rich? If we are looking at foreign demand, we will need to wait for the country to open up. Okay, then they will fly in to see the actual unit. This article was in December 2nd December 2002. One of the item that was said about the vaccines is the key to reigniting travel. That was why in this was in this year 2021, ramping up. The implications, once we have more people vaccinated, the borders will reopen. And this strong demand, and partly why they will come in is because once Singapore is very safe and stabilized compared to our Asian countries, foreigners will have the confidence to buy our properties. And last point here, our home price will be well supported by local and foreign. We need both local and foreign demand to hold to the property. And in looking at the trend in the past 2020, this trend chart over here. Where do foreigners usually buy? If you look at it, OCR, they only buy about 21%, okay, RCR 33%. Main bulk of them, they are coming in only to look at CCR products, CCR. If you look at who are they, okay, China being the biggest market share, US. Basically, this US component here, most of it, I would say, China PRC converts to US citizens so that they can save up on the taxes and the ABSD, things like that. Okay, because for US citizens, they come in, you don't pay ABSD. Their tax will be as same as Singaporeans. All right. Other country will be Indonesia, Malaysia, okay, India. These are where all the. That said, basically this year there's a lot of volatile equity in the market. This money flowing in for investors in order to have a more stable or more secured asset. They will actually put back the money that they got, okay, from all the stocks and shares, all the earnings they got from the stocks and shares. They'll put back into hard asset that's in the real estate asset. All right, they'll plow back in here. This is why real estate is good. That said, we are on our way to experience the influx of foreign demand soon. Mark my words. In summary, these three signals to take note, okay, remember, okay, the income growth, economic. Considering these three signals, we do see that the private residential property price and HDB price index, the growth are fundamentally supported by our household income and economic growth. Basically, as long as our income keep going up, economic growth, GDP growth is still doing well, still doing strong, our real estate in Singapore will definitely appreciate. But that all said, no, you all don't go and rush in to buy the property now. No, we still need to make sure that we exercise prudence in our financial calculation. Okay, make sure that we can afford to pay on a monthly basis. Pay the installment repayments. Okay, we must be very prudent. Okay, even though real estate is confirmed a very safe safety net for all your savings and retirement funds, they always do a proper calculation. I've come to the end of my sharing session. I hope you all like all these sessions. Do scan this QR code to follow the blog. Whatever I shared earlier has been converted to text-based and uploaded to the blog. You can scan and read, okay, and even share with your friends, okay, to reassure them that our property prices are shading. And do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, this video has been recorded and will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, YouTube. And lastly, do like and thank you very much. I hope